Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Australian report for the 26th of October. And yeah, look, not a lot of change, but also too, we need to be a little bit mindful coming into later this week and also next week with the US elections as well. So look, anything could come out of the box, so to speak, out of the gate. So yeah, just be a little bit mindful about that. But look, apart from that, we're pretty much sort of on track of moving higher here. And today we'll look at the ASX here, but we'll also look at the XXJ, the banking sector, and also the XMJ as well, see how they're traveling. So from wave 4 here to wave 5, we're moving up here, and our target area is the 6,500. It appears we have wave 1 and 2 here, so we're in this third wave here, so let's go in and check it out. So from wave 4, wave 1 and 2 here, and 1 and 2, and all the way up for wave 3 here, an A, and a B, and a C back for wave 4, and then moving in 5 waves up here for wave 5 of 3. So we can look at this as wave 1 and 2, pulling back in here as wave 1 and 2 here. And then we'll be looking for wave 3. Wave 3 normally comes in, has something to do with this previous high here, so we'll just need to be a bit mindful of that. So we're kind of looking at something like that, but let's go to the hourly chart and pull that apart a little bit further. So let's just bring this into view. So wave 4 here and wave 1 and 2 here, and then we're looking for 5 waves up for wave 3. That should have something to do with this old high here and bring us in around the 250 mark there for that. So just be a bit mindful of that. So we'll just put that in there. Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that we were looking for last time we spoke was really getting some support on the 6,200. So that's something that you can visually view and establish before moving along. But if Friday's bullish, then Monday can follow through on that. So once again, just visually want to see that 6,200 come in as the support area there, and we're always looking for a classic trading levels pattern like this here. If that was the 6,200, we'll see the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then a move back down and on. So it's a bit of a process, so you'll need tactics to navigate that. You may be long already. If not, well then this is the long point over here. Of course you can go long over here as well, but you'll just need to leave the stop out of the way. The variation on this, of course, is this one here where it doesn't come back below the level. So that reference point high is always very valuable at that point. But having a small position in here based on that, that's okay as well. But you'll just need to leave your stop well out of the way for this. Because if this is also a little 5-wave structure coming up through here, which it appears to be, then you will it's possible to see a 61.8% retracement level. So from this high here to the 6.2 there, it's possible for it to come all the way back to 61.8% here for that. So I'll just pop that in there. Not that it has to, but you know, you don't want to be stopped out if you're going in there. You're better off trading less money and not being stopped out and putting your stop in the right place. Yeah, so the game here really is to get support on the 6,200. But we might see if this is wave 1 here and 2 here and 3 here and 4 here and 5 coming up here, we may see a move back into this space before pushing up here. And even once we do push up here, I mean, the classic trading levels pattern is the arrival, the reaction. You know the story. And it doesn't always go as nicely as I draw it. Of course, it's, you know, it's always something a little bit different. But visually, you need to see it sitting on that level and then looking at the highs as such. That's always your safe trade at that point. Okay, so I don't need to go into that anymore. So I would like to have a quick look at some of the sectors. So this is the XMJ here, and daily chart, as you know, and as you may know, we've been counting this up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1, ABC for 2 here. So we've got wave 1 and 2, and then 5 waves up here for wave 3. Nice strong third wave, fourth wave and fifth wave. And then we noted that we had a little 5-wave structure down here, so we were looking for a correction, and then another 5 waves down. This wave, this second 5-wave structure here, which is all in there, is a little bit is short, which means that there's strength in the market. It's shorter than this one here. And then we were looking for an impulse wave to the upside, so 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4 and 5 here. So we've got ourselves a corrective, bullish corrective pattern with an impulse wave here. So that means that we should be going up from this point. So we could look at this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 moving up here higher for this. So I think that's a positive thing. So you just need to find stocks that have this similar pattern here for this. And then you can take out that top there. So also want to have a look at the banking sector as well, the XXJ. So the good things about here, I guess, is that I've been looking at this, of course, as an A and a B and a C wave up here as a corrective wave, and then a corrective wave back here. But it also could be as wave 1 and 2 here, and then wave 1 and 2 here. But as a wave 2 here, it's really quite a big wave 2 in terms of the amplitude of it, and compared to the move up here. So it's more likely an A wave, a B wave, and we were looking for a C wave up here, and the C wave, of course, is 5 waves. So we were looking for 5 waves to move up into this space. So at the moment, we can look at this as wave 1 here and 2 here and 3 here and 4 here, and we're still looking for the wave 5 to go up here. So ANZ, CBA, probably I haven't looked at WBC for a while, but they will all be in their little 4th wave. So you can trade them long here today. You can trade them up from that point. I guess we should really just have a look at them. Maybe I can just look at them here on this charting program. So we can look at this as 1 and 2 here, and then wave 3 up here, an A and a B and a C for wave 4, and then looking up for wave 5. So CBA target would be 72. Of course, the other interesting point here, though, is that if it takes us to 72 here and we've got 5 waves up here, well, that just leaves us with, it doesn't take up this high here. Let's just check out ANZ. I'll just go to WBC first. I haven't seen that for a while. Yeah, look, I'm afraid to speak that, you know, we could look at this as wave 1 and 2 here, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for wave 1, an A and a B and a C for wave 2, but it doesn't look like a wave 2. A wave 2 is a zigzag pattern, and this is a zigzag pattern to a point. But it is rather big. It's more likely an A and a B and a C for the A wave, back for the B wave, and 5 waves up for the C wave. So in this case, we could look very close to $20, or might even go to $19.80 or 72 or something like that. But we need 5 waves. We've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Look, I guess what I'm trying to figure out here, and it's something that we can yak about, is we're looking for our 5 waves up. So what we've got to work out after that is we've got to work out, do we get, you know, do we come all the way down here after that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I think that we may, based on the wave 2 in the S&P 500. So let's just check that out for a moment. So let me get the S&P here, and I'll just go to the weekly chart here just to get in the bigger picture of all of this. So with the S&P 500 here, we've been looking at all of this up through here as an impulse wave, as 5 waves. So we're looking at this as wave 4 here, and we're looking at wave 5 to move up. So we don't need to get lost in it going to 3,800 or 400. It may just make a new little high here and then fail from that point, but it can come back. My main point is it can come back to this point here, which is it was a long way down. Of course, we always take things, we look at these things, and then we need to gather evidence, and and then we can find our way in for trade setups and so on and so on. But if this does occur here, this wave 2 here, then these markets, these banks, well, they're going to come down too, aren't they? So that makes the A, the B, and the C wave here quite valid, and that would end it down here and then move up from that point. US banks have got the same pattern basically. They haven't really, well, when I say the same pattern, they haven't lifted off their lows very much at all. They haven't gone back up over their highs here, And when I look at this here as well, we could look at, where are we here? I mean, it's just so bearish. I mean, this would be the A wave here, the A, B, C for the B wave up here, and then this all of a C wave here. So I still think there's even more to come down here. So I can see 5 waves in this move here. So this would be wave 1 here, right? And then this would be wave 2. This would be wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 coming down here. I mean, it's not there yet, but coming down as 5 here. And then I would see it. We've still got this here to go as well. So this may not be a pretty picture for the banks, I think. So because here we would see, after this is finished, here would get a bounce back up as a wave 4. And then we would still need to see another move down here at that point to make this one here. We'd need 5 waves down here. So 1 and 2 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shite. And another one as well. My God. Yeah. So, but without going too far in ahead, but what we could do, what we will do, is we need to gather the evidence. So I've shown a bearish picture there. But I don't know if that's going to happen for sure. So we need to just gather evidence, right? So when we get these 5 waves up here, then after 5 waves comes a correction. So we'll get an ABC correction. So if we get the ABC correction, and then we start to move up again after that, if we take that B wave top out, that comes down as wave 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and keeps dropping lower. Then we're bearish. But if we get a 3 wave pullback to a 50% of this move here, anywhere between 40 and 60%. But if we take that top of that B wave out here, then we're going to be in a bullish pattern from that way, and then we're going to be recovering from there, and we'll go much higher because we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll be going up further at that point. So I can't prove that we're bearish yet, but I can't prove we're not going to be bearish either. And there is a bias towards, when I look at the chart, it looks like it's going to be bearish, but yeah, what's going to come from that point? And I also have to say too, with the S&P 500 here, I've got this there's a possibility that we don't have just wave 1 and 2 here and then go up for wave 3. It's also possible that this is wave 5 sitting here. So wave 4 here, and these 5 waves get fitted in here somewhere. And we have 3, 4, 5, and we're finished here. And then we come all the way back down here, which would be in line with our Australian banks, which would be, you know, which I think kind of looks like that to me, but we'll gather some more evidence on that. So yeah, I mean the XXJ looks more bullish when we look at BHP. We looked at BHP before, so in some cases this is the high, and in some cases like this one it's not. This is the high here, but we can get 5 waves out of this move. We can get 3 waves out of this move. This situation here is really quite interesting because this move from the top here, right, down to this low here is in 3 waves. It's an A and a B and a C. So technically we should take out these tops here. So this is kind of the mining sector in a way. And yeah, so this is a more bullish pattern here. There is the case here too that we can already count 5 waves up here as wave 1 here, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1, A, B, C for 2 here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 3rd wave, 4th wave and 5th wave. So we've been looking at this coming back down to the 50-60% retracement level in this space here for this. So this is possible, but the point being here is that this seems to be in a bit of a different cycle here, and normally, you know, it's normally the commodities are the last ones to top out in long-term cycles as well. So yeah, as far as I can see with this market, it appears bullish, even just based on this little move here, because we got 5 waves down here for the A wave, then the A, the B, and the C wave here for the B wave, and then 5 waves down here, and then we got 5 waves up here. So we should pull back here, and we should go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 up to the upside. We'll see. So this is a completely different pattern than the banks. So we may end up seeing the resources be really bullish by China buying them all up, but see the banks, you know, pushing down because of low interest rates, high property prices, and so on and so on. So, yeah. Anyway, just food for thought. We'll keep going over all of this, of course. So if we finished here, yeah, so look, just to recap here for the ASX 200, if you want to, you know, we've got 5 waves here, so we're looking for wave 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4 and 5, and this will be in line with the US markets as well. So I'm okay with this. The only thing we need to see next is we want that 6,200 as a tested support. So the more that you can see it as a support, the safer the trade will be. And currently, if this is 5 waves up here, then we need to leave the stop under the 5 wave low here. That's if you're going to get up to that point up here. You can probably bring it up to this point here, but we may need to adjust that a little bit. But that should be all right at that point there. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.